In a while since we were last in the middle of run number 2 of Cultist Simulator. I still don't really know how to play this game. I think that's kind of the point. I've learned some things, but I don't know that if I've learned enough to actually be effective at it, so we'll see. I'm going to try to be as zoomed in as possible so y'all can see everything. I'm going to have to pop out a teensy bit here and there. Okay, let's progress everything that's currently running. You did kill the tourist, Steven? Hey, congratulations. That's awesome. How far have you made it past that? It's pretty hard after that point. Dream about health. Don't think I've tried that too much. Just gonna get. Friendly visit from Poppy. This is the time. The sun in rags requires his conclusion. Will it be you, or do you have a friend? Hey, Isla. How are you doing? Funds. Okay. So my position at Glover and Glover is kind of in jeopardy at the moment. What we got? Notable scholarship. I have reordered the boundaries of my ignorance. That's pretty great. I think I'm as far along as I possibly can be with study. No, I need to get a bunch of erudition. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get any of those, so it's fine. What if I just put reason in? Does that let me do anything now? It should let me produce the erudition that I need, but I think it is consumed too quickly for me to use it. I guess we'll see what happens. Pledge of Devotion. And try throwing Passion in there. Sacrifice someone. You can try sending Neville. Oh, Neville's not actually a follower yet. This is the empty space which makes the bowl useful. I like that. I have to try to recruit him still. Okay. I'm not ready to be able to talk to him. I'll let everything else progress for now. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the worst. The later games, they pretty much always give you a bonfire immediately after a boss. It's mostly the first one that doesn't do that. You can't be sure. Okay. I don't think that actually did anything. Oh, it produced a contentment to stop the despair immediately with 1 second to spare. Wow, yikes. Okay. Dang, we're playing as the rich kid in this playthrough, so I have way more funds than I have in the past. Yeah. So I'm spending my money on buying opium. That's clever. I like it. I really like the flavor of this game. The clock striketh 12. In the upper room of the house where I am taken, my breath fogs and my eyes grow soft. The light in the room is the light at the end of the sun. I am a beautiful ending. Huh. I saw that timer was marked in red, but I don't know why it killed me. That's okay, I guess it'll be good to start fresh. Oh, I'm sorry to hear it, Serp. Legacy. Detective. I'm an inspector in the Capitol's police, charged with the investigation of the most vile and wretched things that one human does to another. Endowed from birth with wealth and talent. Physician. Patient descendant of the final donor made copious notes. I'm going to take a shot at Detective. I haven't tried that one yet. I think that these are all based on the previous run. Ended the careers of thieves, murderers, blackmailers, arsonists, some criminals you were still, and on some mornings my hands have been known to tremble. Neat. Work. It's Inspector's position. Suppression Bureau. Hi, Ben. You're right on schedule, aren't you? I'm gonna try to put these all as close to the center as possible so I can remain zoomed in for you guys. The Bureau has identified a troublesome individual I'm to investigate. My breath tightens when I see the name. There was another case, one I remember all too well. I'm gonna give this guy a different name in case, because I think I've named the two characters in a row the same thing. Detective Marstead. So I can keep track of who's who. Okay. Rose, a troublemaker, has long since ceased to fear her enemies. Sealed bureau file on the enigmatic Marstead. Okay, so it is a legacy path, and because I kept naming them the same character over and over, I was confused as to what each one was referring to. Gotcha. I'll try not to do that now. Time is passing, which I can't stop. I might just move that out of my way. The thing that killed me last time, something to do with meeting old Poppy. Subject. Rose. If I apply reason... Decide to be meticulous, vigilant, or single-minded. Ah, I see. Let's be meticulous. Oh, thanks, Jahan. Alright. Dreamed of moonlight. Got some passion. Can I dream on the bureau file? No. Dream on my health. People die when they are killed. Turn off the cat cam real quick since Ben's here again. This is just his way now. He just comes at the beginning of every stream. Oh, jeez. Hi, Ben. He's so little. Listen, wait, I can still access the mouse, though. What do we get? Investigation has turned up no new leads. My reason has been dimmed in the process. To get some money, though, that's nice. Can I look into her with passion, maybe? No, reason only. So I have to wait for my reason to come back before I can continue working on that. Assume it's the same for the bureau file. No, subject's a person only. Gotcha. Let's go do some unskilled labor for money while I'm waiting on my reason to come back. Reason. Awesome. I'll let this finish then. I probably should have waited. I didn't know that was going to pop out of there. Mortal frustrations, temptations, which I don't have any right now, to my knowledge. So let's study some more, maybe? May as well use it for something. Got it, Ben. Carefully. Dreamt of a tall woman in a sand-colored coat who stands at the foot of my bed smiling as she watches me sleep. That's terrifying. I only have 300 seconds to use it, but I don't know the purpose of this yet. I don't think I can dream further on it, can I? I don't think so. Ability funds... Dream on my passion. Exploration turned up some new stuff. Strange Streets by Moonlight. Moreland Shop. So we got a bunch of books from there in the past. Now, when it shows me a card back, does that mean that I've never seen that card before? Because one of them had a card back and the other one was face up. Explore the streets. Why not? Wrong kind of attention. Another detective? Do you like the idea that the detective is gonna, like, stumble on this cult? Friendship. Okay, I'll try talking to Rose. That's cool. Got some vitality. Remember, I think I have to study vitality if I want to... Basically, that means working out, if I remember correctly. So, let's do our inspector's position before I get in trouble for not doing it. Oh, but I've talked to What's-Her-Nuts, and now I don't have a suspicious subject for the position. That's bad. I'm gonna lose my job. I don't think I can stop it either. Oh well. Alright, what's going on here? A lot of things just popped up. Curious Few. My name just now is clear. Any guardians remain in the shadows. I gain some contentment. A light in the skull. Whenever the principle of the lantern sheds its light, I may recall additional scraps of knowledge. If the principle of the heart is implicated, I may gain vitality. Okay. Contentment from walking down the streets. Explore the reminiscence? I didn't know that was possible. Oh, I guess I need other things for that to work. I said explore Moreland Shop. And spend funds on it? I guess that represents getting a book. What do we get from study? Erudition, which I can use to increase my reason. I think I'm going to study reason again. And I've got dread and temptation sensation. Allow you to achieve a sensation victory. Huh. I like the symbols for that. Let me move all of these into one place, sorry. I had a lot of these symbols pop up all at once, and now I'm struggling to keep track of them. A lot of these are temporary, so I'll try to keep track of those later. Move these cards over so I can zoom in more for y'all. Reason, erudition, dread, contentment, funds. About to lose my job. Yeah, I got suspended. My absence has been noted. Plead your case soon or your position will be lost forever. That's clever. With passion, I like that. Okay. I think I was dreaming on my passion. My passion is exhausted. I'm definitely about to lose my job. Oh, I might be able to plead it. I might have a split second to plead it if I'm fast enough here. We'll see. Restlessness is bad. Vitality can be good. Erudition will be good. Moreland Shop gave me... The mayor's gonna have my ass. Gildersleeve's Latin grammar. Just as you need to refresh your knowledge of Latin. Okay. Dream on my temptation, I guess. Musing. Guess I can use reason for that. Guarded conversation at an early opening coffee shop in the rain-swept wind shivering after dawn. I've learned nothing, and mystique is bad. Attracts the attention of hunters, so I should not have talked to her. That was a bad decision. Slow down. I wish I could actually slow time rather than just pause it and fast forward it. Alright. I've got enough erudition that I should be able to do this now. Get the ones that are closest to running out of time though first. It's 179, it's 138. Okay, so that should increase my total number of reason cards. And then I'm going to try to let my passion come back. I might just barely be able to time it. Okay, I think we might be okay. Passion. Why won't they understand? Once I get it in there, the remaining clock doesn't matter, I guess. Okay, I don't have any other new things to pick up. I could explore some more. Try to get new books. But I also don't have any money because I got suspended. I'm about to die of starvation in this playthrough, aren't I? Wow. Dread is back, which is great. I kind of want to try the detective again, since I think I have a better understanding of what they want. Refocus my intentions. My predecessors understood the highest secrets, the searching secrets, the secrets that shone through bones like glass and skin like parchment. So shall I, though the knowledge might undo me. I have a new temptation, enlightenment. It occurred to me that I hold the key to wisdom. That's what will allow you to win an enlightenment victory. So I guess I morphed my... lore, passion, or health? Try health. Oh, this is changing my temptation. I see. Gotcha. So okay, now I understand something. So, dreaming on a temptation lets me change the temptation for a different victory, depending on which card I put in. Hey, effects, how's it going? If I put in health, it becomes sensation. If I put in reason, it becomes enlightenment. And I'm assuming that funds does something else as well, probably greed. Nice. I think that's part of the experience, not knowing what the hell you're doing. The thing I'm struggling with is wasting a huge chunk of time doing something and then having it fail and not having the feedback to know why it failed. Can't explore that. Guess I'll explore with health. But I'm gonna die due to being broke soon. See what happens with the losing my job thing. Scholarship. I think I need erudition. Yeah, I do. Use just the 2 lessons learned to gain more reason. Been reinstated for now. I love my passion's disillusioned. Alright, Inspector's position. Rose, a troublemaker. And let's use reason with... Can I do more than one? We already tried vigilant and it didn't work. The more reason I use, the better my chances of success. Okay. So, like, studying up and increasing my total reason makes me better at doing stuff like that. That makes sense. Cool. I don't have any wasted boards at the moment. Although I'm completely out of passion. Shop over here. I think I can study vitality. I try to focus on reason in this one, though. Also not sure what happens when I dream on an existing temptation, but I did learn something finally that I can change temptation. Okay, so the only reason to dream on your temptation is to change the goal you're going for, I guess. What else can I dream on? Scholarship skill? No. I'm just dreaming on health, too. Looks like the investigation counter stopped. Is nice. It's kind of exciting to actually learn things for once in this game. Oh, I'm sorry, Jahan, that sucks. Is there any way to protect against that? Yep, now I'm dying. Due to lack of money. Constant clatter of closing doors, the damp stains on the station walls, the smell of boot polish and unwashed constables. All this narrows to a single crystalline truth. I've made progress and earned myself some overtime pay. Okay. Tentative evidence. I have some evidence of my quarry's activities. I'm gonna grab the card to fill the void automatically once one of my health pops out. There it goes. Careful of the company I keep. Gain more erudition. Go back to work. Inspector's position. Tentative evidence. Meticulous. Could wait for my other reasons to undim. Study. I think I have to turn 2 eruditions into another thing to get another point of reason, if I recall correctly. I can explore more locations. Let's try doing the bookshop again. Do I want to spend my money on it? No, I'll wait. I don't need that running at the same time as everything else. What's this? More fleeting reminiscences, the purpose of which we don't yet know. That's good to hear. Dread, everybody's favorite. I do like what this game is able to model with its mechanics. It's clever. Where the principle of the lantern sheds its light and may recall additional scraps of knowledge. Got some contentment from dreaming on my health. What else can I dream on right now? It wouldn't let me dream on my skill. I tried dreaming on passion. I haven't needed to use it in a while. Alright. Constant clatter of closing doors, damp stains on the station walls. Single crystalline truth. I've made progress and I've earned myself some more overtime pay. Nice. Getting paid. Damning evidence. Okay. Alright. The Inspector makes way more sense than all the other characters I've played as before, so if I get another chance to try this class, I think I will. And now I have a bunch of reason that I can try to use. And by bunch, I mean I have 2. Let me see if this study finishes with anything new real quick. Ah. Right, so basically I need to produce 2 eruditions. Right, I need to do this. I gotta put scholarship in there, and then erudition is a step in. So I have to keep studying reason. Okay, I can do that. I got an affliction, which is really bad. Dream on an affliction to convert it back to health before the card decays. Okay, basically devote time to it. And this erudition's about to die, but there's nothing else I can use it on, which is a bummer. So, let's think here. Job. How much time do I have on the Inspector's position? Okay, I've got time to study. Hey, thanks, Darkstar. Appreciate that.
You're super awesome. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Weary detective. gentleman would much rather be left alone with this pipe in his Illustrated London News, but no, apparently some conjurer of abominations has to be hunted down like a mad dog, and apparently no one else can find the time. Okay. Internal affairs, kind of a dude. Sun is rising, it won't let me dream. I see. Fascination. That seems bad. Alright, let's dream on our affliction. Which requires vitality. Okay. And then let's get this out. And then we have to get 2 eruditions in here. Where did I put my other one? I thought I had an extra one somewhere. There it is. And then with the 2 eruditions, a lesson learned, I should be able to up my overall reason again. But now I have 3 reason points to do my job. So we're going to reinvestigate the damning evidence, and we're going to be meticulous, vigilant, and single-minded. Great. Okay. Proper religion. Isn't the difference pretty much just number of followers? The dictionary definition. Alright. Hey, my health is back. I'm no longer afflicted, thank God. Solving the case. I've turned over my evidence to the Assistant Director General of the Suppression Bureau. At this moment I can assume a hard-faced man in plain clothing are pounding on the door of my quarry. Troublemaker. I like how it's all very abstract there. Like, this whole game is all very abstract, but you know, they don't really need to tell us what the evidence was, just that it's damning. Okay, that should up my reason bank a little bit. Talking to the people coming after me has historically been a very bad decision, so I'm not going to talk to him. Even though he's a coworker. Treasure Bureau holds their trials in close court, and they are not merciful. My quarry disappears from the world. I've earned myself a promotion. Dang, yo. A favor from authority. A senior position. Learn something that will earn me a favor once only. This will preserve you or a follower from imprisonment, but it can't be relied upon. That's cool. Troubling Bureau file. The evidence includes the kind of details that might make one lick one's lips. If one were interested in such things, I should not read it. The dreams might begin again. I got a ton of money for pulling that off as well. Now, I have no subjects right now. I guess I can look at the other evidence. I have to wait for my reason to come back because it's all dimmed right now. So. Sweet. Notable scholarship. Which I'm guessing requires, 3 lessons learned, which might be tricky unless if I can at some point speed the rate at which that builds. Go away, robocallers. Okay, let's think. Think. This is probably going to produce another person for me to investigate with my inspector job. So I might wait. I think I'm okay. Yeah, I should be okay to wait. Should keep dreaming on stuff, though. Just buy some opium, I think is what Funds does with Dream. Well, I feel like I should leave Dream open because it keeps me from dying. Study as well until I can afford to use reason again. Okay. Rhaenyra, a rival. What's her deal? Likes to convert admirers into worshippers. Let's reason it up. Cool. That means I can study on reason, which I'll have to do. I have to basically reserve that 4th reason just for studying. Oh, that deep piece, but I should not do this again. It looks like that didn't produce anything good for me, though. I don't know what its actual purpose was. Still have the Enlightenment temptation, but I guess I'm restless because I haven't been doing anything about it. I still don't know how to do anything with temptations yet. I know how bad things happen associated with temptations and how to change them, but Constant clatter, closing doors. Okay. Single truth again. New evidence. I'll have to wait for my reason to come back. It's okay. 57 seconds and 87 seconds on the inspector's position. Add reason to strengthen your resistance. I might be able to. We're resisting reading about the previous character I was controlling who died at the start of this session for reasons not super clear to me. Erudition. There's my reason back. Could spend it to resist this, I guess. Yeah, right. Temptation is passed, but I had to spend a reason to do it. Yeah, my investigation into the rich kid who was totally garbage and didn't ever actually get anything done. I'm suspended again? Son of a bitch. I must have missed the timer. I wish I could mark certain cards to really yell at me. Affliction. So we have to dream on that and use vitality to make it go away. Have to wait until I finish giving my case that I shouldn't be fired here. It only lasts 300 seconds, so I don't know if I have enough time to make 3 of them. I guess if I non-stop study, maybe I do. Got my shit back. We want to look at the tentative evidence. We want to use all our reason, please. Okay, more erudition, but I need 2 of them. Yeah, it's going to be really hard, unless if I can get erudition from a separate source for free somewhere, you know? I feel like this card's gonna burn before I get a chance to earn 3 of them, because I have to get 2 deep eruditions to be able to progress. Made some progress, and got some more overtime pay. This job pays decent money, too. Tentative damning evidence. Oh right, I gotta wait for my reason to come back. This time I shouldn't lose track of the timer. Because reason will come back first, and I basically have to use it immediately. Here's another who would ascend before me. Independent occultists will try to monopolize the attention of the hours. They may also conduct other schemes, whether you like it or not. Scheme to murder a hunter is afoot. Huh. Weary detective. Hasn't learned anything new yet. Got more erudition. Erudition. Still have 164 seconds left, and I don't think I can do 3 of them. I don't think it's possible. I don't know, I guess we'll find out. I feel like there's probably no purpose for a lesson learned other than that. Work my job, damning evidence, use all the reason cards. Maybe I can get erudition from dreaming on reason, since I have a spare one. I can try it now and see what happens. Both studying and dreaming at once, perhaps. Yeah, now I have 2 of those. I need to put the scholar thing in there, right? Yeah, it says I need 3 of them, and I don't have enough, so that's very troubling. Did I get my reason back that I had spent on that a second ago? I guess not. Wish I could do something to refresh the cooldown on this card, but I don't think it's possible. it's gonna get burnt. I don't think I'm fast enough to be able to make 3 of them, at least not now. Alright, well, that was a waste of time. Good to know. She's the culprit. Alright, they're knocking down our doors. But I've got more notoriety for the weird detective to track me on, which is not good. Alright, earned another promotion. Very nice. Got another favor from authority. Troubling bureau files still around, and I got a shitload of money, which is cool. I don't know if there's a quick way to do that. Thanks to the effects, I did not know. Okay, see if somebody else shows up here. And I'm gonna have to wait for my reason to come back in order to keep working on it. This is gone. It really bums me out. I don't know how I'm supposed to be able to do that. I should just stop trying, I think. Until I find a way to have that card last longer, or I get a second way to produce erudition. I'm simply not quick enough to do it right now. Okay, inspector's position. Still have this tentative evidence. Have plenty of reason cards to pursue it. Troublemaker. Someone who's lost all sense of proportion. Interesting. Let's see what my current research pulls off. I guess if I'm not gonna study reason, I may as well get buff. So I'll try to do that. Making sure there's nothing else I can dream on that's interesting. So I can't dream on this. Dream on the bureau file, that would be very bad. More overtime pay. Damning evidence. Wait for my reason to come back first. Develop more dread. Health and vitality. Okay, so I need 2 vitality to finish working out, so I'll study on health one more time. So far I really like this class because I get it much better than the other 2 character archetypes that I started as. I still don't really completely understand what's going on, but I have a better grasp of what I should be doing from turn to turn. Okay, so they're doing their evil cultist shit. That's the troublemaker who I don't currently have access to fuck with. Then we do vitality, vitality, and that's basically working out. Okay, adversary has got evidence. Interesting. Of my sins. Okay, so keep track of the difference between my evidence and their evidence. I wonder if I can fuck with it. Wait, what is this? Find contentment now or it's over. Oh, it's because the dread has been stacking? So I'm about to game over due to dread. I don't know if I can get contentment that quickly, though. This should be dreaming on my passion all the time, maybe? I'm about to game over. Oh, no, apparently I lived. I'm not clear why, but I didn't think I had contentment on the board already. Culprit's been sucked in because of the investigation I was doing, which interrupted their bullshit they were doing. Okay, that makes sense. Favor from authority, reason, inspector's position, troubling bureau, and more funds. Wonder if I can just do this forever, like keep investigating cults and never start my own cult. It'd be funny. Alright. Try to place all my reason over here. So I can probably get, whoops, shoved. I can probably level up strength one more step, and then maybe I can try to level up, passion. I don't know what that does exactly, but... Okay. That produced some contentment. Oh, it produced dread. Well, that's the opposite of what we want. How do I get contentment? Not clear on it. Can I investigate my own tentative evidence, I wonder? I have this other character that I can do that with. So. Okay. Tentative evidence, reason. Sure. All the troublemakers are just, they're faceless. It must be because I've come as far as I have with the detective. Yeah, I've bought opium before, but that produces contentment. Okay, good to know. Other bad things that have, like, addiction. Affliction. So I should wait in case I have to use vitality to cure it. Oh, it gave me free vitality. Okay. There's a chance of that happening all the time. Cool. Thank you. That's good to know. So that makes sense why opium exists in the game. I've unlocked it before, but I wasn't sure of its purpose. Tentative evidence, damning evidence, Spectre's position, funds. Oh, free erudition. Yeah, I keep getting things for free, and I'm not clear what causes that to happen one way or the other yet. I just want to have a built-up stock of contentment here if I can. Get addicted to opium. Vitality, a lesson learnt. Okay, I should be able to do that one more time, so I think I've got enough timer on that thing to make it happen. Cool. I'll wait for my reason to come back to keep doing my job. Reason. Damning evidence. Should be enough to capture the faceless troublemaker. Yeah, like the first two troublemakers have names, but after that it seems like it's accepting that you're just kind of doing your job, maybe. And I should intercept him before he finishes his cruel machinations. There's something to be learned from the satisfaction of desire. By that time I got no contentment from opium. The first time I did opium I didn't get any contentment either. That gave me free glimmering, which I can use to level up passion, but I'm currently working on health, so I'm probably just going to lose that glimmering. It's okay. Oh, it sucked it over immediately? Okay, good to know. Thought that was my one that was on the table already. One more vitality. This should suck in this guy over here. Yup. You got your shit ruined. First time I did opium, I didn't get any contentment either. The wolf despair prowls elsewhere. Okay, it's over for now. So whenever that pops up, I need to start concerning myself with obtaining contentment. I understand. Vitality, and I need to turn these into a lesson learnt, which I have plenty of time to do, and I can upgrade my physique by another step. Should be more of the same, I think. Reason dimmed, inspector's position, money, and I'm seeing a pattern here. At some point I probably have to, like, actually engage with the cultist. As soon as that becomes damning evidence, I assume that it means I'm in trouble. Wait for my reason to come back here. Music's getting more intense, which is cool. Vitality, a lesson learned. So now we do skill, a stronger physique. Vitality, a lesson learned times 2. And that should get me level 3 vitality. And then I can start working on passion. I wonder how long I can dick around with this if the game just eventually says, hey, you're not being a cultist, we're gonna punish you now. Clovette, a rival, alright. I guess I could try talking to her. Guess we'll try using reason to talk to her. I'm not using it for study, so I have an extra source of it here. Inspector should get back to work. Tentative evidence. Reason. I guess this lets me, by having all this reason, it lets me continue to do my job and not lose it, or get suspended. While doing culty things on the side. I think that's what's happening. Sweet, hardened physique, extra health. Alright. That's as good as that's gonna get. Yeah, I hear that. This game has a lot in common with, I gotta get vitality real fast. It has a lot in common with idle games, and a lot of idle games include some sort of automation that you unlock at some point. I could see that making sense. Evidence, damning evidence, my position, and money. Yep. Learned nothing once again. Man. So, I feel like I could do my job forever, but my job is never going to result in me becoming a cultist. So I probably have to go do something else. I don't have any other characters to talk to. I keep putting cultists in jail, and that's been working just fine so far. I have a bunch of money now. I don't need to really worry about funds like I did at the beginning of the game, so I could start buying books or exploring more. I couldn't do that at the beginning because I was competing. A dream on an affliction with vitality. Okay. I need to go ahead and do my inspector position here. Damning evidence gets me a lot of money. Bold scheme. Chase the by rival's decision to move boldly. Huh. Okay. I guess we'll explore the bookshop. Try to buy some evil books. Start studying my passion. Get that to level 2. Health is recovered. Nothing to use that vitality on. I'll just hold on to it for now. What we get? Traveling at Night, Volume 2. Annotated Dream Journals of Christopher Illopoli, sometimes called the only readable occultist. Literate, entertaining, bewildering. The 2nd volume. Alright. So I think I can study that after Passion. For health is pretty exciting, gotta say. She's about to get busted. I should finish upgrading my passion before I'm just gonna do it one. I'm not gonna do 2 steps. Do it 1 step, and then I'll go ahead and do the I'll read the book, study the book. Studying reminiscence. She got caught. Just gave me money and my position back. Can I work on the book? Work on the Troubling Bureau file. I have this giant stack of Troubling Bureau files. It's funny. That could be me following up on the previous cult, I think. I keep having to use reason to resist doing that. Alright, this is my last thing of glimmering here. So glimmering, that'll promote my passion. Which will help me if I ever get fired again. And then I can start studying books once that clock is done. Slee, arrival. Okay, so there's our skill, vivid imagination. Stack of reason cards. This is the furthest I've made it in terms of resources. Let's try studying the book. I've learned a lot about the way this game is meant to be played in this session, I feel like. Oh, fuck, I wasn't paying attention. Son of a bitch. I'll lose some money because of that. Safe for now, adversary still hasn't found shit. Okay. The Lagabalist found his way to the White Door at last. Thankfully, speech can't pass the White Door, and honestly, never had anything very interesting to say. Okay. So... only read such knowledge with one's eyes closed. Use this in a right with a corpse and an edge aspect, and the corpse will rise. That's only for doing corpses. Okay, so I should get more books. I guess I could learn Latin, too. What I'm learning here is what the first step is. There's like a bottleneck step that I have to do, at least as the detective, in order to start a cult. Maybe it's true for all the other character archetypes as well. Do I have any evidence remaining to investigate? No, I think it all burned up. I screwed up. Okay. That's alright. I can still investigate the guy directly with reason. Scholar in Latin. Right on. Some books must be translated before they can be read. Interesting. Okay. So, let's go back to Moreland's famous shop. You want mini goods, yes? And I don't have any other books to read. So I can study them. No, I need to do that with something. I could start working on upgrading passion, but it would take too long. Not really worth doing. Gotta wait for my reason to come back. Put this up here so I don't miss it. I'd love to have a button where I can always see the clock on a card. Maybe it always starts to show you once it gets close to running out. Apollo and Marstead. Where else can I explore? Shop, health. Can't actually explore these. It must be later in the game. I'll just keep buying books then, that's fine. I got tons of money. Yeah, stacking expiring cards would be nice. Agree. Jerkwad is up to no good. Tentative evidence. Reason, reason, reason. Oops, that was on purpose. On what is contained by silver. Bestiary by Pomander in Greek. Now, I don't have Greek scholarship, so presumably I can't use that. I guess I'll just keep buying books. This game is the opposite of Darkest Dungeon. It's a Lovecraftian cultist game. Should read all the time. Thunderous Secret. Study with a heart lore fragment of the same level to upgrade it to the next level. Study with Grail lore of the same level to subvert it and get Grail lore instead. Okay, whatever. I'll read this other book. Oh, I can't read Greek yet. Okay. We'll see what comes out of the shop then. Collection of essays. Oh, so that's how I can get enough of those to be able to promote. I need to unlock specific books. That's actually really clever. Okay, right on. I'll keep going to the shop then. I might do that. I don't think I have enough time this session, but I'll try to do that next session. We're playing this again next week. To get to Reason level 5. That answers my question from earlier, whether it's possible or not. Okay, wait for that Reason to come back. Getting free vitality. I can't really use it for anything though. What do we get? The Burning of the Unburnt God. Oops. Zoroastrian fire deity. Rights for the rights of smiths. I've got some notoriety now. Yikes. And I'm building dread, so I should probably buy some opium. Help with that. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Just a god standing in a fire, glancing occasionally at his watch. Yeah. Spectre's position, work. Damning evidence, we'll get rid of Slee. I guess this is where I get to abuse my position as the detective to constantly take out rivals. So that's cool. Options. Rite of the Crucible Soul. Did I finally unlock a cult? Oh no, it's a specific rite. Okay. Study with reason. Oh. Oh, it has different level fragments, sort of like how Glimmering, Vitality, and Erudition do. Okay. Won't be as easy as splitting it. So maybe I don't want to split it yet. I could go ahead and start leveling up Reason so I know what I'm doing next session. We have a much shorter gap between sessions. We'll be playing this again next week for 2 hours, so go ahead and start that now. And I know that generally I need to keep buying books and reading them to start my own cult. I think my very first session I started a cult really early, and it may have just been I talked to the right person at the right time or something. So keep buying books, why not? Alright. Start that up right again, and that's time, so I'm going to go ahead and save, and we'll be back in a few minutes with Pony Island.